definition of an auxiliary is actually a group or an individual whose sole mission is to support or help another organization or group. Examples of auxiliaries are a ladies' auxiliary that may help with a fire department or with a local veterans group such as a VFW or an American Legion, or in this case, your local hospital. Hi, welcome to Around the Town with Marilyn Forbes. For today's very special show, we're going to be visiting with some folks here at Highlands Hospital, and they're going to tell us just what their ladies auxiliary has done for the facility. And you will also have an opportunity to become a part of it yourself by either volunteering or contributing to one of their events. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Talking to Ginny, who is actually the president of the Highlands Hospital Ladies Auxiliary. Ginny, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Marilyn, for having me.
Okay, now first of all, we're going to start out a little bit with the history of the auxiliary. You want to tell us about when it was formed and everything?
It was formed on December 1st, 1924. Dr. Bailey met with 200 women in the public down in Connellsville at the YMCA, and they were told to roll up their sleeves and raise a substantial amount of money toward the building of a new hospital at that time. So on December 8th, which was 1 week later, the Women's Hospital Auxiliary came into a formal being, and monthly meetings were held in the Women's Culture Club room, which I think back in that day was the tea room that we had in Connellsville.
Oh, okay.
And early in 1925, the women pledged $5,000 towards the new hospital building fund, and that was the beginning of the years of unremitting efforts to raise money for the hospital. So the following year, in 1926, the pledge of $5,000 was paid to the building fund in full, and it took very many hours of toil and unique ideas to accomplish this goal in such a short time. Even though 1924 and this is 2017, we're faced with that as well, unique ideas to raise money. So in January of 27, the women were again asked to make another $5,000 donation in pledges, and these were again needed for the hospital because they were a little bit short of money. So in June of 1928, the second $5,000 was paid in full, and by that time, a total of $12,000 was paid to the building fund in 4.5 years. In 1930, the women started to fold bandages at their meetings, and their practice has been kept up to this date. Now, I don't know of doing that in 2017, but they did do it up to probably in the 60s. So over the years, the auxiliary has been called upon to furnish equipment not purchased by the state when we were the state hospital, and no request is too large or too small to be acted upon, but has to be for the sole purpose of patient comfort. Excuse me. In 1946, our first tag day was held on the streets of Connellsville. The tag day alone, with our annual membership drive, continues to be one of our many sources of making money.
Do you still have that tag day?
No, I was just going to tell you, we don't do the tag day. They don't do it anywhere because of allowing different organizations and whatnot, so they've come not to do that.
Okay.
But one of the standing practices is the purchasing of Christmas gifts to each and every hospital patient. Again, they've subsided from that, but we do have the Tranquility Department, and we give them money every month.
Okay.
And that money goes to whatever they feel they need, which could be an outing where we're at today, or give them a treat, or however they want to do that. So in December of 48, the Junior AIDS was formed with the auxiliary, and that was really what you called the Candy Stripers. And they became organized in 1949. So we are a great asset to the community because we're able to furnish the many items needed by the patients and to add to their comfort during their stay at the Connellsville Hospital.
Now, I have to just back you up just real quick 1 second here. You said that they raised $5,000 in 1924. Is that correct?
Yes, that is.
Now, think about what that equates to in today's money. I mean, that is
like
amazing.
You said, they really busted. I mean, they came up with unbelievable ideas. I mean,
you have to.
I know what it is today, how hard it is. And we have so much to work with. But 1924, like I said, they were folding bandages. And,
can you imagine? Well, we are going to talk about several of the fundraising ideas and events that you folks have coming up. One of them actually is going to be happening this weekend, but it is an annual event, so it'll be
Tomorrow.
something that you're going to want to, mark your calendar for next year. But it is their annual fashion show. Now, tell me about that. That's interesting.
Yes, we have a fashion show every year, and we provide the baskets, which is like the Chinese auction, okay? And each one of us auxiliaries, we take that out of our own pocket, Marilyn. So our baskets start at $100 and up. So we volunteer all that. And the first 3 weeks, the 3 weeks before the fashion show, we put them in the lobby, and that enables the employees, which are wonderful. They support us 110%. And then all the people that come in as patients that use the lab, the x-rays, whatever, they come and they buy as well. So that helps us a tremendous amount. Then we take the baskets to the fashion show, and then the people that go to the fashion show can purchase tickets as well. So it's like an ongoing thing for those 3 weeks,
Interesting. And then it ends up with the fashion show. Now, the fashion show, is it young? Is it old? I mean,
Well,
who are we going to see at the fashion show?
Well, this year we're having Christopher and Banks do the supporting with their clothes.
Oh.
We had a lady, Phyllis Fashions, and sadly to say she passed away with cancer this past February. And she had done the show for years. And she even actually booked the show. She said, "Jenny, book it. I'll be there." And that wasn't the case. So we had to go through this. So a personal friend of mine, Jill Capella, is the manager of Christopher and Banks, and I went up and asked her if she could do it, and she said, "Oh, sure, no problem." So she's going to provide 4 models, and we are providing 4 models.
Oh,
So
okay.
we went up
That's
and got our
fun.
clothes,
Okay.
and we will model the clothes, and then she'll bring the accessories and the jewelry. And like I said, they will be able to purchase, and we'll have door prizes. We'll purchase the tickets for the Chinese auction, have a 50-50 sale, and we'll have a luncheon, which is going to be provided by Italian Oven, which is excellent. They've done a tremendous job. We've had them, this will be our 4th year with them. So it's an event, like I said, we've had every year, and we've sold 100 tickets this year, which we sell anywhere from 80 to 120, because there's just so many events going on.
Right. That's
So-
still a nice amount.
People look forward to it. People say, when's the fashion show? Well, it depends on when we have a opening to, like we are going to be out at the Masonic Hall on 982. And when they have the date available, then we coordinate it around that.
Now, we're actually going to be talking again about the other events that are coming up, but I'm going to insert right now, they do have a Facebook page, so if you want to check it out periodically every now and then to see what kind of events they do have coming up, there again, you can mark your calendars. And speaking of events coming up, let's see what else we have, because we have a year's worth of stuff happening.
Yeah, May 12th, 11th and 12th, we have Books Are Fun, and they sell all kind of, like a little boutique type thing of books and other little keychains, purses, book bags, all kind of things that would be involved with education. And
Is that here?
Pardon me?
Is that here?
Yes, that's always in our lobby,
Okay.
right. And then, of course, we're going to be at the Geranium Festival this year. We're going to try to promote membership. We're down to 31 members, and we need volunteers desperately. And then in August, a new event that we have, it's called In the Bag, and it's designer handbags, not knockoffs, but the real designer handbags, your name, Michael Kors, Gulcher de Bama, Coach, and all them. Okay.
You even have
No,
knockoffs a second.
Yes, we want to make sure they buy out the seasonal purses. That's what they do. So that's it.
Outlets and stuff, my goodness.
And then in September, we're going to have the $5 masquerade jewelry sale. Now that's always a big winner, because where can you get a necklace and earrings to match? This is $5.
Yes.
I got this there.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
look. Now, see how lovely that is.
And they have
You're a walking
they have
model.
all kind of scarves. They even have those stretch leggings.
Oh, wow.
They have some purses, wallets, a lot of different variations, but everything is $5.
Come with $20 and you can pretty much.
Yes, yeah. And if you spend, I think if you spend 30, you get one free. So you can't beat that.
When
No,
is
no.
this one?
September. Make sure you come. I'll call you. Okay. Then we'll have Books Are Fun again. It will be in October, the fall time. And we have another one that's new, and we did very well with this one this year again. We just had them in April as well. They're called Aunt Carol's Dips, and they're vegetable and fruit dips that you just mix with cream cheese, Cool Whip, sour cream, and they were like crazy about it. We made over $1,000
Right in
with
time
them.
for the holidays. Too.
Right,
That's
right.
Very smart. Good plan.
Yes, and then our second biggest event, which we make the most money, other than our fashion show, is our Christmas tree festival. We purchase the pre-lit tree. We have 10 of them, and then we open it to the various departments in the hospital. And the last 2 years, we have extended it out to the community, and different businesses have contributed. And what that is we buy the tree, like I said. It's about $110 pre-lit 7-foot tree. The people decorate it, and they pick the theme. They want teddy bears. This year we had a Scotty dog theme. And it's completely, all the decorations, anything that can't be hung on a tree, they put under the tree.
There you go. Okay.
So that's really good. And the tree topper and the tree skirt. They get the whole thing for $2.
Oh, wow.
$2 chance. You know?
$2
Yeah.
chance. And that's going to be happening
That's
right
in
in
December.
December. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
So that's a long
kind of take it like the end of November so they can get their tree up, you know, in their game room.
Well, I pointed out earlier about the $5,000 in a year being impressive, but what I think is amazing is Jenny told me that to date they raised almost $1 million to date
Over the years.
For isn't that I think that's so impressive. Good for you.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. And like I said, a lot of these ladies are older ladies that have retired, have worked most of their life. We have one lady that worked for a lumber company, and she's been ill, and she still calls and said, "You have my slot ready?" I said, "Yes, I have it, but you better get well first." But they really are unbelievable women.
And you said you need volunteers,
Yes,
though.
we do.
Okay, there again, if somebody's interested in volunteering, do they just get in touch with the Facebook through
They
Facebook
can go through Facebook. They can come into the gift shop. We have applications in there. They can see any auxiliary member. They can call the hospital and say, "Hey," leave their name and number, and we'll call them. Whichever way is more convenient to get them to go. I'm 70, and I'm the youngest one. And there's a couple of my
get you some volunteers.
my cohorts, so that tells you. But a lot of people today aren't retired, you know.
That's exactly right.
So it's kind of hard, or they're taking care of grandchildren.
Right.
But if they would just give us a couple
I was
hours,
just going to ask that.
just
do you
a
have any
couple.
type of a minimum? Okay.
Yeah, like we have shifts now. We're open at the gift shop. We'll get into that, you said later, but we're open from Monday through Friday. If we'd have more volunteers, we could stay open on the weekend, because people get sick on the weekend.
Right, sure.
People come to the hospital on the weekend, and they need that cup of coffee, that little bit of crackers or whatever they need, you know. So
Well, we are actually going to be taking a little bit of a field trip to the gift shop, because actually the proceeds from the gift shop 100% go to this. But before we cut to go over there, Jeannie, I just wanted you to tell the folks here, she has a long wish list of the things that they actually were able to purchase. We're just going to hit upon a couple of them to give you an idea of exactly how much of an asset these ladies have been to this facility.
okay, I'll just do the
you
high.
didn't do,
I
okay.
have, I have them
Judy
down.
has a couple here. Okay.
Yeah, we gave them $8,800 for all new blinds in all the rooms on 3rd Central. We gave them another $8,800 for new wall coverings, chair railings, paintings for each of the room upstairs. We gave them an Acumen device, which is a device that assists the staff with difficult blood draws or IV starts to minimize the pain for our patients. $2,500 went to a vendor kiosk, and that requires all non-patient visitors and salespeople to check in so they know who's in the hospital and whatnot. We gave $1,200 for a new bathroom for patients in radiology, because it was just totally demolished. I don't know why, but the paint was falling off. So we did all that. We bought 2 Jerry chairs at $2,500 each, and we gave $6,000 for the new chairs for the diabetes center and other areas of the hospital. So
And that is a partial.
that's a partial.
partial list of everything. We're going to hear more about the wish list later, but I just think that it's amazing. Amazing. This is
Nickel
just
by nickel.
a small amount here, and those nickels add up.
And it's all the community and the workers. They are giving us the money. They're buying what we've put out there. So it's a community effort. They're coming, and I have how many people say, well, I don't really gamble, or I don't need that, or whatever, but I want to help the hospital. And that's really makes me feel good, because that they know that we're giving it back to them, and that they're going to use it. They're going to, we bought all the clocks, all the televisions, the air conditioners.
Wow. So this is really a community hospital then.
It really is a community hospital. It really, really is. People just don't realize it. And all these employees, it's all tax-based. We need people to stay in Connellsville. We don't need them to leave.
Well, before she and I take our little field trip, I also want to point out, actually, where Jenny and I are sitting is the courtyard. And the Ladies Auxiliary donates money every year for the upkeep of this facility. This is lovely out here. It's a very nice, tranquil place to sit. There's a little pavilion off to our right here. This is just lovely.
They can come out and eat their lunch here.
And just relax. And as Jenny and I are doing, we're sitting in the sunshine and enjoying the nice fresh air. So stay with us. We're going to take a little field trip down to the gift shop.
Introducing Netflix on EXP. Now all of your favorite Netflix original series are available at the push of a button. Plus, EXP can search for movies and programs across TV, on demand, and now Netflix. EXP from Armstrong. This changes everything.
Talking with another volunteer, Ada, and we are down here at the gift shop. And as Ginny and I said earlier, all 100% of the proceeds from these items actually do go into the funding for the Ladies Auxiliary. Welcome to the show, Ada.
Thank you.
And now tell us what all we have in here.
Well, we have a little bit of everything. We have a lot of stuffed animals for the children. We have flowers that are purchased for the patients here in the hospital. And we have balloons, we have cards, we have live plants, we have chips, and everything goes along with the chips. We have crackers, we have candy.
Coffee.
Oh,
Yes,
coffee?
we also have coffee here now, and it's just a wonderful place to shop here in the hospital.
Yeah, we have, listen to me, they actually have a full line of the Willow products, which people that are familiar with those are really, really nice, very nice keepsakes. They also have the foundation line of angels. We have purses. We even have a couple T-shirts and stuff. Lots of little different things. Lots of nice little gift items. So if you're in the market for some type of a unique gift item, this is definitely a place to stop.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And also, too, for those of you who are going to be coming to the hospital and maybe you didn't anticipate that you were going to be coming, or you're here a little bit longer than you had anticipated, they also have a little line back here of things, hygiene products and stuff like that you might need if you're going to be here longer. I don't have my glasses on, so I don't know what that says.
We have the clinging crosses, and a lot of people buy those. We sell numerous amounts
You
of
flip
the
that around so
clinging
people can see what that
crosses. And you can,
Yeah, like I said, they have a lot of neat things here. Candles. It's just a fun little gift shop, and I believe they're open right now Monday through Friday.
yes, Monday through Friday from 9 to 4.
9 to 4, and it's cash only. So if you want to pop over, you make sure you bring your I'm sorry, or check or cash. No plastic though, right? No credit cards.
No, we don't have the equipment for credit cards.
Okay, and I was talking to Ginny earlier. They do seasonal items here as well. So around Christmas time, they'll have some Christmas-based things, Easter-based things, and that type of stuff, right?
Certain, yeah, we have Easter. We have homemade Easter eggs, which they sell very well.
I'll bet they do. Sure. Oh wow, that's great. And like they said, there's gift cards. It's just a fun little gift shop. And remember, whenever you come here and you shop, 100% of the money that you're giving these ladies is going back into this facility, and that's really awesome.
All the money.
Yes.
All the money.
That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you. Okay, our final stop today is we are actually going to be talking with Vicki, who is with the hospital, and she's going to tell us firsthand what a wonderful asset this organization has been to the facility. Vicki, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for being here and taking a tour of the campus and all the things that our auxiliary, our hospital club, they all do such a great job. And our auxiliary, Ginny, how many years now? It's going to be approaching, I think, almost 100.
1924 we started.
That's dedication.
Absolutely. Now, Ginny explained to us earlier that they're actually given a type of a wish list, and that's items that, well, it's a wish list. Explain that to us a little bit.
Sure. With it being the needs of the hospital, we get together. The list is presented to the CEO. She then presents it to the auxiliary, and they determine some of the things that they can help us purchase. So when people come up and they see a lot of the fundraisers throughout the hospital, the Christmas trees, that's one of the big ones. I think we're going to be having a fundraiser on Saturday. All those things help so many projects for our patient care experience. They've helped with, purchasing certain things in our emergency room that we're going to be doing. We'll be inviting the community up when we finish some of the last remaining touches of that. They've helped with patient experience, just making it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. There's also equipment, things that aren't in a capital budget that the women get together and decide, the best needs, and that's what we do. We talk, and thanks to them and their hard work. And, you led into this by saying, the great things. That's an understatement. Some of these women, you see them time and time again. They never complain. They may not feel well or a lot of things going on in their family, but what we're so grateful about is that they take time to care about this hospital. It's their hospital, it's their community, it's our community, and they're helping us make it better here. And we need more help. And I know that's a lot of what Ginny and the rest of the women are trying to get across, that there's going to be a lot more needs. We just purchased the Zach Connell School. We'll be doing flower gardens, we'll be doing walking trails, we'll be doing a women's center. There's so many needs, and the auxiliary and some of our other clubs, like I said, are spearheading all those initiatives. So we couldn't do without them.
Oh, that's great. You have to love to hear that, huh?
We do love the hospital, and the ladies are working under various conditions. Their health, one, their age, but they're always willing. I ask them, can you work this shift? Can you work that shift? And the reason why we're doing this today is to promote, please come and give us an hour, give us 2 hours, whatever you can. It helps because our ladies are getting worn out and we just need more. So I hope that this viewing on the Armstrong channel promotes what we are doing here. And together, I think we can keep our hospital here. And we need our hospital. We do need them.
Well, you ladies, I think it's amazing for those who may not even realize this is a real community hospital.
We like to think of it, honestly, as a gem. It's that hidden gem where people don't realize, but once you come in, you feel it. It's welcoming, and we're evolving. As our tagline says, evolving care. We've been here for over 100 years, and we're adding and we're growing, and we're doing it together as a community, and there's no better way to do that. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. And also, too, remember, you folks can be a part of it, either coming and supporting some of their events, stopping in at the gift shop and grabbing something to eat, or as Ginny said, even just giving an hour or two of your time. It could really, really make a big difference.
I was just going to say, too, check out our website. There's volunteer applications. We actually have a whole giving site, too, that if people are interested in certain things, just check that out. And they can always call. We'd be more than happy to help anyone that's thinking about giving a few hours to the hospital through the clubs.
Well, thank you, ladies. Anybody want to add anything before we wrap up here today?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. We really appreciate that because we need to get out there. People just don't know or aren't aware. So when they see something, what better way to? But we need that hour, 2 hours. And if we have more people, we can be open more hours. We're only open the gift shop from 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. But people get sick, like I told you before, on the weekend. It's not scheduled. So like if we have more people volunteering, we can have more hours. We can have more events.
I was going to wait till you're done. You could have even more events.
More events.
To that, too. We also could do different things. People have different skill sets. So these are some of the things that are going on. But if, retired teachers or people that love, to be out in the gardens and just work with us, we can come up with different kinds of things. So whatever the person's skill set and love is, we can work around the needs and wants of the people looking to do some more.
So if you have some time, they'll put you to work. Thanks, ladies. Well, folks, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'm pretty safe in assuming that you're probably as amazed as I was whenever I first found out how much this group actually does for their community hospital. And that's where you folks come in. Again, you can either volunteer or stop in every now and then and support one of their fundraisers, because you can see it definitely goes right back into the community to continuing to make this a great facility. So I'm going to be signing off for today, and I have a little friend here with me. He, or I guess she, is actually available in the gift shop. There's a lot like her, and they all sing something different. So please remember, keep smiling, keep dreaming, and keep watching. And here it goes. Come by me.